Matthew Arnold. In the world of literature, Arnold has occupied for many years an authoritative position as critic and teacher, similar to the held by Ruskin in the world of art. In his literary work, two very different moods are manifest. In his poetry, he reflects the doubt of an age which witnessed the conflict between science and revealed religion. Apparently, he never passed through any such decisive personal struggle as is recorded in Sartor Resartus, and he no positive conviction such as is voiced in the everlasting year. He is beset by doubts which he never settles, and his poems generally express sorrow or regret or resignation. Matthew Arnold. Part 2. In his prose, he shows the cavalier spirit, aggressive, light-hearted, self-confident. Like Carlyle, he dislikes shams and protests against what he calls the barbarism of society, but he writes with a light touch, using satire and banter as the better part of his argument. Carlyle denounces with the zeal of a Hebrew prophet and lets you know that you are hopelessly lost if you reject his message. Arnold is more like the cultivated Greek. His voice is soft, his speech suave, but he leaves the impression, if you happen to differ with him, that you must be deficient in culture. Both these men, so different in spirit and methods, confronted the same problems, sought the same ends, and were dominated by the same moral sincerity.